Once you in it, you in it. If it's a lie, then we fight on that lie. But we gotta fight.
My name is Chris. I got my man Mark. What's going on, Mark?
What's up, baby? What's up? We got a great dynamite guest today on the show today, baby.
Oh, my man Big G, Slim Charles. He got so many names. Genghis. It's like, dude,
Ghetto Prince.
Ghetto Prince.
The Ghetto Prince.
Right?
Yeah.
Welcome, man. Welcome.
Oh, man, thank you guys, man. Thank you for having me, man. It's a beautiful Friday. You know,
Definitely.
this is nice, nice out.
No doubt.
80-degree day. 80-degree day.
Oh, beautiful out.
That's right.
Yeah.
So G, this is how we do it, man. We just go through a ton of questions, and we hope you can answer them the best you can. The first question I have is, dude, you acting, you on stage with Backyard all the time. You know, me and Mark from Northwest. What do you want to do? I mean, do you want to do acting, or do you want to be on stage with your band?
Man, I want to do both, man, because like growing up in Northwest, Uptown, Washington, D.C., we didn't have that many outlets for acting.
Mm-hmm.
But in elementary, junior high, and high school, I always wanted to like be in the arts and stage plays and things of that nature. And I was always a TV head.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, and then I fell in love with it and I just kept chasing it. But
Right.
my first passion is like on the stage though, Backyard.
No doubt.
To be honest with you.
I figured that, man. How inspirational, I knew with the Lincoln Junior High School, how inspirational was being in that band at Lincoln towards your career now? How was that inspiring?
Being in that band with Mr. Gibson, man, it was dope, man. Mr. Gibson taught us a lot. He was like, even if you can't read music, you can feel music.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of people that can't read music can feel music and really show you what to do as far as coordinating, putting an orchestra together, putting a marching band together. If you can count, you can do anything, Mr. Gibson said.
Inspirational, really.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So G, look, man. So we used to go, we used to be in the Ibex, we used to be, Metro, all these places, right? So the question is, did you crank harder for the clubs or for Bullis High School or Sitwell Friends or
man, that's a good question.
I want to know.
Hey, God, which
did you crank
been
harder?
doing your homework,
brothers or the Becky? Which one was it?
Hold up, man. You've been doing your homework
We
because
do that, man.
like, it's crazy because like it was a U.S. Marshal guy that like kind of like locked me up like some years ago. And he was like, "You played for my daughter, and my daughter wanted to get a picture with you." And I was like, "Nah, he's a thug. He been locked up before, but he still let her get the picture." And he was like, he knew I had like a future because everybody wanted to be around me. And we later on took a picture at, I think it was like Mom's Market or one of them, but played by probably like Mom's Market or Trader Joe's somewhere. Like we was somewhere and we took a picture and he was like, "Let me show you something on my phone." And he was like, "My daughter loved you. My whole family loved you and your music. We just loved that you kept going and you kept doing something, not only with just your go-go music, with your acting."
Right.
And like, we used to play for like Sitwell Friends, Bullis, like Georgetown Day, all those schools, and we actually
Moco.
performed for Moco, like for Chelsea Clinton, Clinton's daughter, and she was up on the platform, and just recently for Obama's daughters when they came to the Georgetown Day shows. But it was crazy, man. Like, and
but
like,
who did you crank harder for?
I can't really say, man. Like we were in different zones. Like in those day schools, we couldn't do any cursing.
Right.
We couldn't do any cursing. So like, of course, the club, because we can really unleash the real crank. Right. But like, we had to learn to be trained. Like, we had to play for these private schools and things of that nature. So it was just crazy. My bad for putting my thumb up there.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. But yeah, it was crazy because we had to really perform and like really do it. Just like that take it back to modern day right now. My birthday performance and the first performance live that we did virtual.
On
we
YouTube?
did it at the beat. Yeah, we did it with Merrill Bowser, so we couldn't do any cursing.
Okay, okay. So you got to know when to say when, I guess, and kind of tone it down.
Yeah, but that crank definitely for the club, man.
That's what
we know that. We know that.
We appreciate that, man. But 100%. Hey, man, that's great, man. You know, after 30 plus years in the business, man, I talked to Coop today, and we played basketball together at the Tivity. I'll put a picture up. Chris is gonna put a picture up so you can see it probably during the rebroadcast. But after 30 plus years with the band, man, how is that you guys had that longevity, man, by keeping the core band members together? Is that one of the mainstays of that?
Yeah. We learned that like switching band members really is not a thing. And I tell all the young guys now, hey, if you want somebody that's really going to be with you, just make sure they love it, not just because they're going to get some girls or run around. Because like back then, you was in love with the music and you was in love with the band. We still got our same people, man. And the new people that we got that been there for 16, 17 years. So, you know, it's love.
Longevity.
Longevity. That's the key.
Yes. That's the key. Hey, so G, look, man. So everybody wants to know, everybody talks about the GOAT, Mike and LeBron and all this GOAT talk, right? So I'm gonna put you on the hot seat right now. Who's the GOAT go-go talker of all time?
Oh man, in my eyes, is I'm gonna be biased, man, because it's like you got some of the greats, but me, who I fell in love when I came out, is Bugs, man, Junkyard.
Junkyard, okay.
Yeah, man.
It's Bugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's why I say it's kind of biased, because you got Funk. You know what I mean? You got Chuck. You got all of them. Sugar Bear. Everybody did their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you had D. Floyd. There was a 2 mic that turned into a lead mic.
Right.
And he made all the songs. The Overnight Scenarios. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. But Bugs, I say Bugs because he was a super entertainer. I was able to watch him as a kid ride my bike down 19th and M, Dave Cookie, and watch him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the Golden Dome flippers down 19th and M, and really the arcades and like really watch them take a break and watch him talk to the band and see what they're gonna come out with and orchestrate that performance in front of different nationalities that was coming to watch Junkyard on that Friday night down there. It was amazing. Because a lot of times you get people that can perform in clubs that can't really perform on a street corner or in front of a big audience. But Bugs, I hands down, singing, doing steps like New Edition, the whole thing with the horn, the plastic horns, all the way out of the true performer.
Right. Interesting. And piggybacking on that, you talked about Chuck, man. How big of an influence was Chuck in your life, man? God rest his soul, man.
Oh man, Chucky Thompson, one of the biggest producers out of Washington, D.C. Produced Murray J. Blige, Biggie, Nas, One Mike. Chucky was the first one that really introduced me that one-on-one with Chuck at Kilimanjaro. And I was with him ever since. He was one of the one kids that he only really let in his dressing room, because he really let too many people in his dressing room. And I was 15. And I was introduced to him, and I never left his side from there. Mm-hmm. So I was taught, like, in that time when I was on the wire and I caught that gun charge and I was in legal times, and I met him. I met up with him, and he gave me a birthday gift, a couple of hundred, maybe about 400 or 500, maybe 3, 4. I was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he was like, you want to be a dummy, or you want to do something for our culture and the people that love you. This is, you know what I mean? You on television now. You got to keep going. They're going to put you in a box and then you be done. Yeah. You know what I mean? He said, like, you got to really try to do something, and, don't let our music go. So he was one of those ones that where I could meet up with me and put me at this little. And I knew who I was. That's why I never jumped out there and think that I'm bigger than anybody. And I always still as grounded because of him. And Lil Benny.
Yeah.
And Lil Benny.
And Lil Benny, my man, Lil Benny.
Oh, man.
So
helicopter.
Yeah.
There you go. So, G, man, I've been blessed to have been able to travel, internationally a lot, and been overseas.
Right.
And I've been in the clubs in Europe, and they cranking Trouble, they cranking Body Moves, they cranking Chuck, and in Japan as well. Okay, so why is go-go music so influential over there, but it's only influential in the DMV?
And that's an amazing question, because like when I was in Africa, we went to Ghana.
Right.
And the first time I went to Ghana, I went on a trip with Diallo and my manager Rasan just to test the waters. We went to the African tourism, we went to the clubs, and our music is played in every country.
Right.
And they embrace us so hard over there. It's like we're superstars there.
Yeah.
So when they took me around and was like, oh, this is the guy from Backyard, and they knew me extra from TV, from The Wire. But like I say it all the time. It's the biggest puzzle in the world to why. Because they love us everywhere. And it's like Pop told me, Chuck was like, don't let our music die. Get everybody together and go. Just go, because they love us everywhere. Don't let it get to where they act like they forgot.
Right.
Because like as the time goes, the people go. You know what I mean? The new generation with the new generation. So I've been fighting for a minute, man. We just got so many stubborn people, but we're huge everywhere, man. And like
I think a worldwide tour, a go-go worldwide tour.
I said it.
That'd
bro.
be a great thing.
It just be so many, just be so many people just like be worrying about who's gonna headline. And I said that, who cares? But like when I saw them love me over there in Africa like that, and I've actually been emailing Diallo, like trying to get back over there, cause like a king in Ghana, man. Wow. King. King.
The motherland, man. I think they love you in the motherland. You've definitely been stamped, man.
Yeah, we putting together something right now. Y'all gonna love this documentary, man. It's crazy.
Can't wait to see that, man. I heard from sources that used the Backyard band used to help you read your lines for The Wire. They used to say that your biggest concern. They sometimes Scoop said you got the script. They got the script before you did, and they said your biggest concern was, you were worried if you would get killed off or not, man.
So you couldn't reveal that. So it's like when you got the script, you was nervous, because like when I got on set, a lot of times it was like my comrades, my brothers was getting whacked. Because in The Wire, you never know, you was getting whacked. So I was fortunate to make it all the way through. And like I get my study lines and I have them study with me, because that was my first time. That was my first rodeo, man. Right. That was my first dance. So I had to like stay on point. It was like, gee, you doing it too much. You studying too much. I was like, I would never want to be on set and have a director, me tell a director, throw me my lines. And I wasn't one of those. I wasn't a contracted actor. You know what I mean? So I was just starting. So you got to make a big impression when you first dance.
No doubt. So, G, let's talk about something that a lot of people bring up all the time. Who got the best pocket beat in go-go music, right? So I always thought. Right.
You said right now?
No. Right. Hold on for a second. I always thought it was Mickey and Foots, right? That's what I fell in love with. But recently, I've been checking y'all out a lot. Y'all pockets are the tightest, man. So do y'all practice that, or is that something?
Yeah, that's Buggy, man. That's Buggy. That's Buggy and Sauce, man. That's Buggy and Sauce, and that's why I call them two guys, my engine and my transmission.
Gotcha.
And we're the originals guys. They run that, and then we're the originals guys. And you have people always say, "Oh, Backyard don't do no pocket." If you're a real Backyard fan and you listen to Go-Go,
it's there.
You know been doing them pockets. Yeah. You got like footage of Sauce and Buggy playing as little kids, young, and they've been that same lock. They've been locked in like this. I was a little kid sneaking in the black hole, and Foots and Mickey was the ones that really embraced me.
Right.
If anybody want to know who really gave me my start, like really let me get on stage, was Foots.
Wow.
Mickey.
Wow.
Yeah, because like Foots used to be like, that's my youngin', let him go. You might don't know what he's saying all the time. Let him go. He gonna get better. And Foots was one of my biggest advocates. He was like, let him go. Let Shorty go. Because he watched me every night outside of that club. And I always used to let me help you. Let me bring your stuff in. He used to give me $50, $100. And, you know what I mean? Like back then, I was always into the scene. And they were one of the best ones. Like besides my mom, you ain't had nothing like Foots and Mickey. It was no way.
Nothing
Mickey,
like
Mickey, we had Mickey on last week, of course, and he talked really highly of you, man. Really.
He really did. He really did.
Because that's like, because he grabbed me as I was, before I even got arrested, I was a little kid. And Mickey, like, I always, like, that was my superstar. Like, I rode up on him, and Foots would pull up in that BMW and the Mercedes. Like, he was like, that's why I think the color red was R.E., because that red was so fresh. He had that haircut and that chain,
man.
No shirt on. And like after the club, it was like I was really with my superstars. So and they never told me to get the fuck. They never told me get out the way, shorty. No, they was like, what you doing? Like, and to this day, Mickey used to sit in the parking lot with me at Train Winds, like, and we'd sit out there and drink. The club was over. Sometime the sun would come up, and he'd be out there just teaching me and just talking to me, and we'd be listening to old stuff. Bang, bang, oh, get now, do it now. I say what? So it's like I learned from the best. So I just like, that's why I always be like, I'll never act like I'm bigger than, better than anybody, because it's not about that. It's about the growth and keeping our music alive and showing our city what we can really accomplish and really can do, and we all stick together. And he embedded that in me. It was like, nephew, don't never let them people put you somewhere that you don't want to be. Like, if you don't want to be there, then start over. And he was one of the ones that, like, I get shot. Like, what the fuck? What, really? Come on, your circle. What the fuck, nephew? What you see me with? Who you see me with, nephew? Nobody. Right? Chill. Learn to put yourself in that box.
Right.
So I learned so much. I learned so much from him, man. Like, he's an incredible individual, man. All around, he's all around lovable guy.
Right.
Very
that's my uncle for life. I love him.
Well, that's great, man. I mean, speaking on that, you talked about your mom, and we heard from a reliable source, Cookie, of course. She said you're a mama's boy at heart, and I
100%. Me and my mom, we had some rough times, man, and she the one that kept me in line. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for her. And just like yesterday, I just took her a dozen and a half of crabs, and she didn't eat no breakfast. She didn't eat anything. She just waited for her crabs. So if I wouldn't have brought no crabs, it would have been a goddamn problem. But like, she mama, everybody know her as Mama Glover.
Right.
1-4. She put her 1-4 up. Mm-hmm. She put her 640 up. You know what I mean? Wow. She do it, man. You know, she always thought because that's where we from. Right. You know what I mean? We from 640, 1-4, the whole uptown. But you know, we had our living. We lived around Park Morton, and we lived around Euclid Street. We lived plenty places, Garfield Terrace. But we spent most of our time at Park Morton, and the rest of our, like, majority of my life, 14th Street.
14th Street, okay.
Yeah, 1-4, yeah.
How near and dear is that Hobart to you over there, man? How about that?
That's
big change.
That's that block. That whole city, that's why I say that whole sector.
Right.
That Park View, that whole thing. That 640, Hobart, 3500, because we had to cross over like some blocks to get to 1-4.
Wow.
That Hobart, man, I say any style on that block right now, they'll still crown me.
Wow. That whole neighborhood.
Yeah. That's the love right there, man. That's right there by Howard. We had so many jewels right there.
Oh, man.
So just imagine, we had all the Howard people, the OGs that came back, that graduated, the new generation that grew up when we grew up, and the new millennials that's now that, you know what I mean? So we had all of those generations that we grew up.
Okay.
And with the gentrification, with everything changing, with Blue Nile still being right there, the only last original building besides D's is right there. Lemon Bowl gone, Celebrity Hall's gone. The structure of the building is still there, but it turned into Small Smiles and all kind of things. But
dental place, yeah, that's right.
Dental place, but it's still historical and it's still where we live. You know, even with the regentrification, it's still our neighborhood, and we still love where we from.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah.
So G, you know, you got so, like I told you before in the beginning, you got so many names, man. You know, everybody loves Slim Charles. I loved you in Treme, that one episode. Loved you in The Deuce.
Yeah.
I loved you when you popped Black Thought. That was excellent. Right.
Yeah,
I love when you pop cheese. Yeah, that came out of nowhere, man. I was like,
what's so crazy? Everybody kept on saying, "Hold up, man! This guy right here, where this kid from? He from DC. He just keep killing all these actors everywhere they go. Why do they keep writing you in that role like that?" I was blessed to have those roles because if I don't get another acting role right now, I was known for killing two of the top lyrical maniac guys in the world, and you can sit like really sit with them, right? And really, because a lot of those dudes is like brain is somewhere else,
right?
Meth and Black, those guys are super brilliant. They're super for pushing our people for greatness.
Right.
They are super for just the buildings of hip hop,
right?
Not only hip hop, music period in a whole. And just African American people in a whole, as a whole. Just not saying nothing on the prejudice level, because I see them guys, they love everybody, but just like pushing our people to like excellence and doing more. You know?
That's great, man. That's awesome, man.
So what I wanted to ask you though was this. I need you in a role with Marvel Comics playing the DC Black superhero, man.
Hey, guess what? I would love that.
The whole deal.
And again, guess what? You know, I had a audition for that Black Panther too, bro.
Wow, I thought I heard that.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. I had actually my knee, my patella was torn.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, and I could show y'all that scar. That scar was that like my whole knee was like ripped out. And when I told the people, because I had to sign an NDA. Yeah. When I said my audition in. My agent was like, "Why did you shouldn't have told like this? See my knee?
Oh, you giving us the medical right now?
Wow.
From the top all the way down to the split.
Right.
So you know what I mean? I'm good, super good now. But my like, she was like, "Look, you gotta let me handle stuff like that because it might not have been where you had to jump off a building or none of that. You should have just like let me handle that." So just learning a lot. And right after that, I got cast as Meekin on Prospect when I went to Seattle and shot that, and I had to jump in a hole, and we was on a space movie. Pedro Pascal from Narcos. So he was the lead, and I played Meekin. I had a nice role. I was in Seattle for about a month. Beautiful, man. One of the best. I got a whole film family there now.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Interesting, man. Hey, man, we talked about that, and then going into that about basketball. I mean, we talk about basketball. You being 6'6", and did you ever have I saw you play at a concert. You guys played at a concert at UDC, and you put on a little mini halftime show. You were dumping the ball a little bit. Did you ever have any aspirations of taking your game to the next level, man?
Yeah, I played high school a little bit, but I kept getting arrested.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cardozo, and I never was able to play. You know what I mean? So I was really good. Like I could have, was one of those Dennis Rodman types. Cause I was really defensive guy. I couldn't shoot a jumper to save my life, but I could dunk you in, and I could block a lot of shots. I would have eventually got better, but you know what I mean? Like the hood kind of took me under right there. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I fell in love with the street and the music. Right. So, you know, I really could have went. I played like the Herbos and all that with Madness. And I played on that championship team with Steve Francis and Jason Muscuri that owned Lounge. So nobody could beat us. But man, everybody kept on saying, "Gee, you can still go. You can go to JUCO and all that." I ain't want to do that shit.
Yeah, that is.
You know what I mean? We played against Victor Page, everybody, man. So you know.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Right.
So, question for you, man. So, Baltimore and DC. So you play Slim Charles in Baltimore, but you from DC.
Right.
Why has it always been this big rivalry between Baltimore cats and DC cats?
I think people just juiced it up, man. I used to be in Baltimore a lot, even before I got on the wire. You know what I mean? I had one of my good buddies, that's from New York. He used to be in Baltimore all the time. We used to go down Baltimore. And Aunt Livy from the west side of Baltimore with the quarter water, she used to sell the fish sandwiches and stuff like that. And we used to always go down there. I actually got shot in my foot in Baltimore.
Oh, man.
Now, it wasn't for me. I was out there and they had a little cookout. Some dude came through shooting on the back of a motorcycle. And it was so crazy when I saw that scene, when Snoop came through and shot, and Trey was on the corner. He fell out and he didn't get killed. But that reminded me of that scene. Guy came through and just shot the whole block, and I got shot in my foot.
Got caught one in the foot.
Yeah, I got shot in my foot when I was young. But it's like, you know what I mean? That's Baltimore, man. And then, like, a lot of people like put that up. But if you really know the real dudes in DC, the real Baltimore dudes, they were so cool in the pen. And then they came out and they still cool to this day. So a lot of people it's just what they put out there. It ain't really like that. It's to some extent, but it ain't really that bad as people think it is.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey man, I know you being in the music business, you guys at the Go-Go's to 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. You keep those vampire-like hours, man. But you still find time to do things in the city. You're a walking. That's the next role for you, is like the Living Dead or something like that, man. Because you keep those crazy vampire hours. How do you get any sleep, man? When do you sleep?
Hey man, it's crazy. So I'm gonna keep it real. That's a dude. I don't know where y'all getting your homework from, but this is so great because it's like really like I used to literally get off the stage and go to Union Station and get like on Amtrak and go to New York to get prepared for auditions. Like now, there's the COVID. I go to bed at like 8 o'clock.
Wow.
8,
that's
9 o'clock, and
that's a big change.
And I feel a lot better. You know what I mean? And I'm still studying, but we go to studio on things like that at 2 and 3 in the afternoon now because nobody has no work. Sure, my band members like, man, airport or some type of like things they have to do, but we're in the studio on the day now. And it's way better because the band is more energetic. Energy level is to the roof, and we get way more stuff done. Yeah,
you're fresh. That's great, man.
Super fresh. Yeah, but that was a dope ass question, man. I go to bed like early. I go to bed super early now.
Man.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I figured that.
So, G, oh no, there you go. You came back.
Yeah.
So look, one of y'all biggest hits of late, was that Adele cover on Hello. And everybody, my 12-year-old daughter Chrissy still stomping on that, man. She's still
that's
crazy.
A bad jump. That's a
bad jump. Yeah.
But but the thing is, do you guys prefer to play covers or do you prefer to play your own joints? Which one?
Nah, we to be honest with you, that's another super dope question, man. We love to play our own music, but the radio here they won't play it.
Right.
They prefer. It seems like they prefer covers, so we try to give them the best covers. We got a bunch of original stuff now, and that's crazy you said that because, like, moving forward, we ain't playing no more covers, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We got sometime if we gonna have a request sheet that they inbox us, and the songs that they want us to play, we'll play it for them, but we ain't doing no more covers, man, because it's not really beneficial once it comes out.
What's on the horizon for Backyard? What y'all got coming out new? Anything popping? Put some mix on some things. But your live stream has been on point though.
Yeah, man. We like a partner with the mayor, man. Mary Bowser, man. She's been a great help with us, like getting that real beautiful visual over there at the film and television station over there with Miss Gates, man. And
that's
it's
good.
like Because your visual has to be super clear, man. You can't just do anything, you know? Right. And it's like people think that they can jump on them lives, man. You got to really be able to do it right. Because your perception, your first dance has got to be great. So we came back. I think we did pretty well during the COVID, but we got that brand new 2020 Dope Jam. We're going to drop all original.
Oh, wow.
We got that in my car. Sweet Thing has an original hit. It's like a Skywalker, like mixed with R. Lennox. It's a dope ass joint. And it's all original music, the hook, the lyrics, everything she did. Earl has 2 originals. Wincy has 2 originals. Los has like 16. I got like 1.5 plus another one. And I got a bunch of hooks. So we got like a lot of stuff that we get ready to put out. We're going to do a whole album. And also we're fighting for our old royalties and stuff that we put out that we never got a dime for.
Wow. Hope you get those, man.
Yeah, so we're fighting for a bunch of that. And then we're looking for the freshest, dopest young videographer, film / guy. Right. They can shoot some dope stuff and put us on the map. Like we've been sending stuff to Viceland. They won't never return our calls. And
oh man.
We've been on it, man. We've been really trying. But you know, it's a lot of stuff coming out and documentaries from TV One. It's a lot of stuff coming. So, you know, I say wasting your time doing something else that don't represent you and your culture and your music is like wasting time and putting some stacks on somebody else. So me as an actor, as a musician, a go-go artist, as a philanthropist, as an activist in the city, I'm getting ready to just focus on just putting out all of my stuff, everything on Backyard Go-Go Music, making my city better, series of children's books, Big G's Adventures, Little Adventures of Big G, a bunch of stuff, a memoir, my life. It's a lot, man. We get ready to take this ride.
That's awesome, bro.
That's crazy. I love that, man. And yeah. I heard you did it. You quiet as kept. You do a collection for the homeless, man, and give out socks and underwear. People don't know about that.
My brand G Socket. We still waiting on like everything to be patent. We just did 150, maybe 75 socks with Sasha Bruce.
Wow.
Because socks are the less things that homeless people have, and I was homeless at one time, so I know what it feels like. People would never knew that I was homeless because I didn't put myself into that lane. But if it was now, they would have knew because there's no social media back then.
Right.
But I slept in my car. That was my choice, though. I just didn't want to go by my mom rules, and I didn't want to go in any family member household because I didn't want nobody to say, "Oh, well, he came in my house, he stayed in my house, and he owed me this now." Right. So I stayed. I slept in my Delta 88.
Not the Delta. Oh,
the man, Delta 88, and it was in the halls, back of the Halls house on Hobart.
On Hobart.
And one night, I was going in my car with my Walkman and Wheeze, my man, rest in peace. He's like, "What the fuck? What are you doing? Where you going?" Right. He thought I was getting a trick or something. I'm like, nah. He was like, "Come on, man, you can stay in my joint." And I stayed with him until I got with my lady, and I've been there ever since.
Wow, that's a great story, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that was my dog, rest in peace, Antonio Calhoun, Weeds dog, 517 Harvard. You know what I mean? Hobart, the front of Harvard and the back of Hobart.
Okay, I hear you talk about. He mentioned his name a lot in the go-go thing. I hear you mention his name a lot.
That was my brother, man. That was one of my. He was older than me, and he was a very wise guy. And he told me a lot. Put a roof over my head as well. And, he told me about the tennis shoe game too.
Wow.
We're gonna talk about that in a second.
We definitely will talk about that.
Mark, matter of fact,
I see all them damn shoes, man.
Yeah, talk to him about that tennis shoe stuff, man.
You see him, G?
Man, I need those containers because if I take y'all in my garage right now to blow your mind.
I can imagine, man. We talk about the shoe game, man.
Yeah, we got to do another episode, bro. we got to do another episode. You will cry right now. If I walk you downstairs and show you some shit, I got Jordan shit that'll take. I got Jordans that'll take people out of like the game. I'm a sneakerhead, bro. I collect all the shoes, bro. Like it's crazy.
We definitely appreciate that, man. We love to see that, man.
For sure. So, G, on a more serious note, man. So everybody knows you've been shot 13 times, stabbed, all these kind of things. You lost.
Yeah.
You know, rest in peace. You've been around a lot of violence in your life. In regards to mental health, how are you dealing with your mental health right now?
Hey, bro.
Going through all that loss.
Guess what, bro? I appreciate guys like you.
Mm-hmm.
You too, because it's like I do interviews all the time, and I never really try to like not do interviews because like you really gotta put your city where they need to be because people don't really get them interviews.
Right.
But you guys are like, you can edit what you want to edit. You guys are really touching the points because I was one of those guys that always thought like, hey, man, I'm from the fucking hood, bruh. I was raised by my mother and my sister. My mother worked at the Army Distaff Hall for Astronaut Collins family. My mom did everything she could do. She wore a newspaper in her fucking shoes.
Wow.
She did every fucking thing she could do. My father was a fucking bank robber. He did what he did. He came in. When he came in and dropped shit off and he rolled out. Mental health, bro. It's sad because like I watched. Like my mom went to see my dad in fucking Petersburg in the federal penitentiary, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And my granddad was like the king, nigga. We go my sister take him his breakfast every fucking morning.
Right.
Took breakfast in it to my granddad. Like he was not a fucking person that beat nobody, but he would just treat us like the fucking top of the earth. He'd take us when he get his money, he'd take us and show us all this shit and pray. We had to pray, all that type of shit. So we go in there and my grandfather in that joint dead. And we see my grandfather. So I was introduced to death at a fucking early age, bro.
Very early.
So mental health is crazy. So I used to tell my lady, I'm like, man, look, something is fucked up. I be thinking crazy shit. I had wild dreams, man. Like I needed, so I got diagnosed. After that time, it's crazy because y'all test this shit. Y'all so y'all down to perfection with it. When I was stabbed, the last time I was stabbed in the club, I was having dreams of motherfuckers jumping on me in my sleep, little kids stabbing me, motherfuckers stabbing me.
Wow.
So I went and I saw a therapist at Kaiser. And I'm like, look, I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. But shit's jumping on me at night. I can't sleep. I'm already up. And when I get from the club, I can't sleep. I'm laying up. I'm up. I don't know what the hell is going on, what's going on. So they diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress disorder.
PTSD.
Right. PTSD. So they give me this medicine, right? And I go over this shit and I look at it with my lady. She's like, you can't take that shit. You gotta we read up on it. And I got talked to my doctor. And I was like, listen. And she was like, you know what I mean? Just whatever your method is, whatever you think, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You have to really look at it and see what you want to do. But this will help you if it can, you know what I mean? And I was like, she was like, with the people from war that been over Iraq, this is what they take and all that. And I'm like thinking in my mind. So I started watching like the stories over there. And I'm like, damn, man. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, I really kind of went through that. Was seeing this happen right where I'm from, like in my neighborhood, it's murder and they killing and watch that. And I was talking to some people one time, and I was going to Harriet-Tubman Elementary, and a guy was killed right by the trash can where I live, and we had to walk around. And when I came home from school, the yellow tape, he was still laying there, and the news people was out there, and I saw that shit, and I kind of like. A little kid watching that is like, this supposed to be the normal. And I'm thinking about this shit and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, damn. And they like, hey, how did you go through that? Like, because we don't come from those Ivy League families where they send you and get you counseling Each year is a different thing. He's diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. He's schizophrenic. He's this. They don't come up with those things. You know what I mean? And in the hood, where we from, it's not the normal to go through. You don't have the finances, or they don't introduce you to mental health at that age. So I went through a lot, bro, and I was diagnosed with that without the medicine.
Without the medicine.
Wouldn't take that medicine. Yeah, so my main thing is I meditate a lot. You know what I mean? And we was born, you know what I mean? My dad, you know what I mean, came home from prison. He was Muslim. You know what I mean? One year, and then we was Muslim, and we, you know, we had to do everything, and, you know, the praying and going to school with that. And it was like, you know, now when I look at the youngest, they can wear the rolled up pants leg and they salat and the kufis is cool. But back then we were wearing dresses. They was clowners. We had to fight and things of that nature. So it was kind of rough. So I've been through a lot, you know what I mean? Just to look at it. And then when my dad went back to prison, I didn't pay attention to praying and none of that no more. But my brother and sister, they kept doing it, but I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't. I actually was happy that my pops went back to jail because my mom, we was able to get furniture and everything again because we couldn't have furniture and none of that.
Yeah, G.
That's heavy.
Thanks for sharing
heavy,
that,
man.
Yeah,
that's heavy, G. That's
like for real.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to being lighthearted. Let's get back to
after we put that out there.
What's up?
Right.
I'm still got me a cigarette.
You got to stay quick shots, right? With real quick questions and like 1 or 2 word answers, right?
Okay.
I'll start it off. What's your coronavirus snack right now?
What's my coronavirus what?
Snack.
Oh, oranges. The pink navel oranges.
Just good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
How about your favorite musician born and raised in the city to come out of the city?
Did I listen to?
Yeah. Huh?
Did I listen to?
That you listen to? Correct. I'm sorry. Yes.
Also, it's a couple, man. Marvin Gaye. I listen to all the Marvin. Like when I'm really in my zone, I put the Marvin on. I just put the Marvin on Pandora.
Yeah.
And it's rock out.
Gotcha.
Can't go wrong with that.
Got you.
Yeah.
What you binge watching right now, bro?
Right now, I finished Ozark.
Okay.
Good stuff right there. Chris talking about that.
My Block.
Mm-hmm.
On Netflix.
Yeah. My Block. Gosh, I've been going back, like doing a bunch of like old Dolomites.
Oh wow!
Like if you like, it's a bunch of like stars on there. Mm-hmm. You just gotta catch them. Like, so I've been like just watching a bunch of that stuff, like old Dolomite stuff, like, and some Benny Hill too.
Some Benny Hill, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
In your quest, we know you're gonna get that eventual Oscar. Who is your ultimate leading lady in the role in your quest for an Oscar? Your ultimate leading lady?
Angela Bassett.
Oh man, top notch right there, Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett, I love Angela, man. I always loved her. She was super sweet, man. I love Angela, man.
Okay,
I love her on 911.
The acting, love her. Yeah, sorry, Mark.
Yeah, that's my spot. Yeah.
Go ahead. If you were in a film with one of these 2 guys, well, put it this way, one of these 2 guys you were in a film with, who would it be? Denzel or Samuel L. Jackson? Which one?
Oh man, that's a tough one because I love both of those guys, but I would really want to work with Don Cheadle.
Okay.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. I really want to work with Don Cheadle. Because everybody's first choice is Denzel. Yeah. I watch a lot of Denzel. Denzel is so unique. Mm-hmm. And Samuel Jackson he's a very unique guy as well. But like I watch all of those guys, and like Don Cheadle, if you watch every role he's done, he's always been able to turn it all the way to another notch.
Oh,
if you watch Samuel Jackson, Samuel Jackson kind of has that tendency of you can still see another role that he played.
Right.
But one of the best ones that I really liked that Samuel Jackson did was that one in Alabama when he shot the guy in the courthouse.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember.
Get me now with the Google that.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite roles that he played. But I like to work with all those guys, but I would really like to work with Don Cheadle.
Okay, check him up. He was great. He was great as Petey Green, man. Great as Petey Green.
Oh man, bad as Petey, and that's represent DC Petey Green.
Oh man, that Petey Green.
Yeah,
hey,
he killed that Petey Green.
Yeah, man, I know. If you weren't the front man of BYB, man, and you had to be relegated to just playing an instrument, which is great enough as it is, what would you play, man?
Well, growing up, I played the French horn.
Oh wow!
I played the French horn, and when I went to Cardozo, I played the mellophone.
Okay.
So I think the French horn, and then right now, I'm learning how to play the acoustic guitar. I've been supposed to learn, but I was being lazy, and it wasn't no time. So now I have a lot of time.
Now.
I got a bunch of time now. So yeah.
So G, top 3 living rappers.
Top 3 living rappers?
Right.
Brad Jordan, Scarface, Jay-Z, and I'd say, God dang, Black Thought.
Okay.
And Nas.
Stop right there. You already got your limit.
You got
Nas,
man. You got Nas. It's a couple of them though. You got Common. But yeah, but to my top 3, them would be my first top 3 though. Definitely Brad Jordan and Jigga.
And Jigga. All right.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys were to go on a world tour, the BYB world tour, what band would you guys want to open up for you all on that tour?
What band? T.O.B. T.O.B.
T.O.B.
Yeah, I love Chris, man. Yeah, they do their damn thing, man. Love that kid.
Can't go wrong with them, man.
So, G, this is the last question I got for you, man. Who should be?
Why is this the damn last question?
We can go on. Hold up, Slim. Hold up, Slim.
We don't burnt you out, man.
Shit, man.
Hold up, Slim.
For
we
what?
Can go on for days and days on this.
Man. Hey, man, the kill go until the clock busts.
We're gonna take you on an emotional roller coaster, man. We know you want to get off at some point, man.
No, it's all good, but we gonna do it again though, because we got to do the shoe part.
We got to do the shoes,
and then we do. Then my dogs and my dogs.
We got to put the dogs in.
I got dogs too, man.
We know you love the dogs, man. I see you pictures of them all the time. It's a beautiful cat, man. Beautiful dogs.
Yeah.
So G, look, listen to this, man. Who can you? Let me ask you this: who should be next in your world on the ISO Swiss show?
As far as you interviewing?
Yes.
Correct.
I say Chris. I say Chris from T.O.B.
Okay.
Can you make that?
He's a super
great band.
Yeah, he's a super energetic kid. And I just say it's a bunch of guys like Frank Sirius, Scooby. It's a bunch of guys, but it's like I learned like with Chuck. Like he grabbed me. Nobody wasn't really trying to fuck with me, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta get them youngers a chance, man. I say, Chris, man, go to them youngers and pick their brain, man. Like see what they get into. See what they world into. Because I was in a whole nother world, and I think that's why I last as long.
Right.
Because like I was able to be out there with the people, and I'm still out there, and the people love me, man. I got people sending me emails to come do virtual graduations with their kids and everything. Wow. They grew up on me, man. So, you know, how much you charge? I'm like, how would I charge you to come do something like that? I think that's a crab. Right. That'll charge you something to come do a virtual graduation or do a video. Come on, you can't do stuff like that to your people, man.
No, you can't.
Everybody gonna do a tough time, but I think Chris, because he's for the millennials. Okay. I say it's a couple of them, but that'll be my choice. Chris from T.O.B.
Okay. Well, that'll be my choice for us, okay?
Yeah, you gotta make that happen for us.
Done deal. That's my guy. I definitely make that happen.
Well, G, man, we just so appreciate who you are, what you do, man, everything about you, you know, and going into this interview, you know, I did a little studying to make sure I was on point. Mark did homework.
No, you did, and I respect you guys for that because you really did. Like I know, like my uncle, he don't call me out for nothing. Right. When he really called me out, he's on point. But like I would have did it anyway because he called, like, you know what I mean? Not saying if he didn't call, I wouldn't have did it, but
right.
like people call for interviews all the time, and you be like, you guys have really done your homework. And let me ask you a question.
Okay,
those cases, those tennis shoe cases back there, how can I get an arsenal of those?
I can get you some, man. They're from the Container Store. Just let me know how many you need, G. They come from they got red, blue, black, and
all right,
clear.
but don't say that to me, and because I got a garage. I'd rather let me show you my shoes collection than you say that.
Okay. I want to see. You know, Chris and I is what we do on the show. We got to see the shoes, G.
No, listen,
right,
bro. When I tell you I done gave a bunch of stuff away too, I got a whole nother side where I just got foams closets.
Right.
Wow.
What size you wear? What size you wear?
I'm a 13, 14.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's Chris's side.
That's my side, baby.
I'm 13, 14, man. So,
hey, G, I'm coming over right now, man. I'm coming over right now.
Hey, look, guess what? So guess what's so crazy? Actually, I got like 5 of my homies that we're gonna really go inside my garage and take everything out. Right. 'Cause I got a bunch of stuff. I got stuff in there that it shouldn't be in there. That's like old stuff that need to get out of their clothes that I'm gonna donate, and I'm gonna turn that joint into a sneaker suite.
All right. Okay.
And I'm gonna paint it and put all of my pictures from Treme to Wire. I'm gonna make it into a man cave. Put a couch in there.
Right.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do
a
constructive. I'm gonna do a constructive situation. So
all right.
I love you guys to do that on me.
We definitely would do that for you, G. You know that's what we do, man.
We do that live.
That's dope. I love that, man. We're gonna put a bar on the window, and then I'll be doing a lot of auditions. So my guitar players, they say they're gonna hook up a little situation where I can start recording from my garage.
Right. Okay.
You can't get any better place to record, man. That's a great place to record, in the garage.
Yeah, I know, man, because I audition for a bunch of stuff, and I'm like really getting ready to get with this voice agent to try to do cartoon stuff. So voiceover.
We know you did the voiceover for the NFL films back in the day.
Man, look,
I know that. G. I heard the voice. I knew it was you instantly.
It was Hey Rookie the year RG3 and Andrew Luck.
Right.
And they sent us up. We went to Philly. They paid for the train ride to Cellar.
Oh wow.
Paid me a nice little bankroll. And we had a beautiful time, man. And went to NFL studios, and that they was like, we love you, we love your voice. I was like, me? We didn't know you were from DC. We thought you were from New York.
Right.
I was like, nah, I'm DC and Washington. I was like, oh man, we love your voice. I got all that. I still got NFL hoodies and all that stuff.
Wow.
NFL film stuff.
Yeah, we go
back then.
That was perfect for you, G. That was right up your alley, pretty much.
Yeah, that was dope. And when I watched that episode, I watched it by myself, and I cried, man. Because who would thought, man, that this kid would be able to like really narrate that. And they would say the year before was ludicrous. And I was like, man, are you fucking serious? So that blew my mind, bro. I'm still coming up, bro. I got a lot of more coming, man.
We glad we want to be on that ride with you, man, just to see you.
Hey, guess what?
We love you, bro.
We love you too. And guess what? I ain't got no problem. Guess what? From here on out, my uncle Mickey told me y'all was good people. Right. So whatever exclusive you want, y'all got it. Y'all ain't got to go through nobody. Whatever exclusive you want, and you can hold me to that. Whatever exclusive when I'm doing my documentary on my life, get ready to do the children books. Whatever exclusive you need, y'all to get it before anybody.
Gotcha. I got your number, man. I won't blow you up too much, man. But
that's what the number. Hey, guess what? That's what the number's for, though. You can text me anytime. I ain't one of them kind, bro. I ain't never turn. That's why everybody love me. Every time, man.
Yeah. So look, man, we got to roll, man. This has been unbelievable interview. Appreciate all your honesty, and just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing the envelope and everything that you do. We've completely loved it. So, Mark, you got any shout outs today?
No, man.
Yeah. You better shout somebody out.
We want to shout out your uncle, Milton Freeman.
Yeah.
I love my Uncle Freeman.
I know you do, man. We love that's my guy. Man.
Yeah, man.
Two DC legends, man.
Just to shout out the whole city. Shout out you too. And definitely shout out my Uncle Mickey, man, for hooking me up with these two great guys doing this awesome interview. And just shout out to all the frontline people that's like the nurses, doctors, everybody out there, man. The people working in grocery stores, man, UPS, FedEx, that really can't be like quarantined like they want to be and be with their families. We appreciate all you guys, man, and ladies, man. And it was just like a breath of fresh air just to have you people just right there for us with no attitudes and really dealing with the people that's nasty to you people.
You know
and
that.
It's tough because I saw it firsthand in Walmart last week.
Oh, man. Walmart's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I love y'all, man. Y'all
man, we love you too, G, man.
Yeah.
Much love to you, baby.
Mark, we got to roll, man. So look, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the ISO Swiss Show. Catch us on Instagram also at the ISO Swiss Show. And without a doubt, this has been great. G, appreciate it. Mark, love you, bro. And we are out.
We out.